What up, YouTube? What up? We're out here at the Tidal Basin right now, pulling all our gear in the cart. About to come get set up over here on the corner. So, took some advice from our buddy Elston Perez, Chunky Cats Fishing on YouTube. Check him out. But we went and got ourselves a fresh eel today, and we're gonna try to get on some monster catfish. Unfortunately, I just checked the tides, and we are gonna be at about low tide. Actually, we are at dead low tide right now. It's about to be slack tide, which is unfortunate as well. But we're gonna see if we can't get on a few catfish anyway. We have DC Metropolitan Angler coming down and meeting us up as well. Give him a follow. Metropolitan Angler, DC, YouTube. Yep, he's gonna come down and meet us up as well. So give him a follow on the tube as well, you guys. So we're coming down to the spot right here. Hopefully, I ain't trying to go through all that mud. It's like half mud, half goose turdies. But we're gonna set up right over here. One good thing about my cart, you guys can check this out, is it doubles as a rod holder. You'll see I don't necessarily put my rods in the cart, but what I'll do is I'll kind of lean them up against it, and it does help quite a bit. I'll tell you guys what. So today, let's see, how do I turn this around? Oh look, there we go. All right, so I got my trusty old ugly stick. I think I have like 20-pound mono on this guy, 17 or something. We got a half-ounce lead weight slider on there with a steel leader and a circle hook or a catfish hook, something. Then we have over here, we can get this guy rigged up. He's actually my surf rod. I'm gonna put a high-low rig on that guy. And then we're going to get a last rod is the trusty old Dock Demon. Last time we were out here, I was hammering them on the Dock Demon. Probably caught about like, I don't know, 6-7 pounders or something crazy like that. So I've caught fish on all these rods here, so hopefully we can't get on some more. I'm gonna find a spot where I think I can hook up the camera and stuff and still record. It's kind of a bummer because I'm shy on batteries, so I'm charging my phone at the same time. And that looks like it's holding all right. My trusty old straw hat. Can't go wrong with this guy. It's pretty dope because it covers the back of your neck, and I like it. Oh man. It's a beast. This is by far my biggest rod. This rod I've actually had since I was, oh man, maybe like 11, 12. I got it in Chincoteague Island, or Chincoteague, Assateague Island, over the peninsula, surf fishing, croaker and other stuff. But that's what we got going on here. Let me see if I can pull out my catfish tackle for you guys real fast. I had some empty tackle boxes at home, so I just threw all my gear in here. Let's see. On this guy, I wanted to throw so I'm gonna put this high-low rig on. Let me see if I can untangle it. I actually caught a nice one on this the last time I was out. So, despite there being big bright bobbers on it, you know, it works. I mean, even the saltwater fish be eating this, so I don't know what that bobber does, but well, I know what the bobber does. It keeps the bait off the ground, so once I get this untangled, I'll show you exactly how it sits in the water. Ow! Oh man, I forgot my bug spray. This is gonna be a pain in my butt. I can already see them. They're flying around my face. Oh, what happened here? Ah, there we go. Alright, so this is the high-low rig. You got a high and a low on the rig. Then we have this is a 1.5 ounce weight, and that's more than enough here. There's not really any tide, there's not current or anything, so you ain't got to worry about the bait moving around too much. I mean, on my other ones, I already showed you, I only have like a 1/2 ounce weight on it, so it is what it is. Can't be out there getting all that fancy schmancy stuff. So all I'm doing is I'm just tying a real quick clench knot. Nothing fancy. Wrap it around 6-7 times. Over and back under the hoop. Boom, that's it. This guy is ready to go. I need to rig up the dock demon here real quick. So I believe I actually have like 17-pound line on this dock demon as well. Biggest fish I've caught on this dock demon is actually 12 pounds. And it was the same exact length as the dock demon. I didn't actually measure it, but I weighed it. That was over at 4 Mile Run. I think it was a big channel cat. Some people think it was a blue, but I think it was a channel cat. So I'm gonna put on, got a steel leader with the hook already on it, which is good. And then I'm gonna use one of these 1/2 ounce sliding egg weights again. Seems to do pretty well. The dock demon obviously doesn't cast as far as the other 2 rods, so not only are we doing a big, medium, small rod challenge, more or less, we are also doing a short, far, medium distance challenge as well. Indirectly, but it's being done. But I think it's good, regardless, to stagger your baits out as well, because you're going to cover more, I don't know, you cover more water, rather than them all being out far. Yeah, so this is definitely like 14 or 17 pound line. It's a lot thinner on the dock demon, but that's good enough. That's when drag comes into play. You gotta set your drag right. You're not gonna catch the fish if the drag ain't set. And out here at the tidal basin, there's not really anything to snag on. Really, the only things to snag on are things that are being brought in from the current. So like, unless there's like a log or something else floating along in the current, you're not gonna snag. The Jefferson, it's like big steps down, but that's right on the wall. It's not far out there. I won't worry about it. All right, so we're all up. Let me get the bait out. Let me show you what we're working with, and then I'm gonna cast it out there, and hopefully we'll get on some fish. Whoops. Gotta keep this guy out. So I was saying earlier, the what is that? Yo, what up, Nova Fishing? So I was saying earlier, Elston Perez, Chunky Cats on YouTube. I've met him up here a couple times, just on the random, but he's a really good and avid cat fisherman, and he's given me some advice as far as, whoa, what the hell is going on? All I see is the chat. Anyway, he's given me some advice as far as like baits to use and whatnot. He really likes using eel, so I went to Latte Market and I bought a live eel, And these guys over there actually will chop it up for you anyway. So that's pretty cool. What up, Ed? You still gonna come get your jig mold back? Yeah, Elston's the man. He's a super nice guy. Just like, you know, just a genuinely nice guy. If you've ever had the chance to meet Catfish and Carp, Luke, same way. Just genuinely nice guys. It's a pleasure to fish with them. They have a plethora of knowledge, and they're just great guys to fish with. Hey, look, speak of the devil, Elston just joined in right now. I was telling them, Elston, you were giving me some advice, and we ended up going to Latte Market and got the money bait right here. I was about to rig up. We literally just got down, showed the guys a couple rigs that I have hooked up, and we're about to hook up some bait and get it out in the water. So Elston was telling me that his friend likes to use really big pieces of the bait. So I'm not skimping on this one, you guys. Look at this. Oh yeah. What would you do if that thing just opened its mouth right now? So I'll probably cut that guy in half, actually. That's kind of big. And I'll use both halves on the high-low rig. One thing about eel, you guys, that their skin is so freaking tough. Like, if you think you got a bite, you don't even have to check the freaking bait, because their skin is so tough. It's like rubber, leather. Man, hopefully we'll get out here fishing again sometime, but I've been really busy with work recently, so you can't argue with work, man. If they're willing to give you money, I'm gonna show up there. Alright, so let's see if I can pull this out. So here's the high-low rig. We got a piece of chunky and a piece of heady. Let me just rig all these up right now since I have this out and I'm cutting it. Might as well. Man, that skin is so tough. Uh-oh. That wasn't me, right? I see blood. Alright, so here, we got a piece going on. I don't even know how to hook this, really. And we got a piece going on. The other one. This one I'm gonna hook a little differently. I'll just hook right. Ow, motherfucker. Oh, that's alright, I'm not monetized. Anyway. Alright. That is some really tough skin, you guys. That's crazy. So I'll tell you another little tip that I like when I'm catfishing. Check this out. Baby wipes. Not only for dealing with the bait, but for dealing with the catfish. There are some times where there's just so much slime, it's nasty. And you just want to have clean hands, and the Potomac River just ain't doing it for you. Baby wipes. If you trust it to clean your baby's bottom, trust it to clean your hands. You know what I'm saying? But Another tip too, when I clean my car, you can use baby wipes to clean up your dash and detail the interior plastic pieces of your vehicle. That's your riding gravity trick tip of the day. Now let's cast these things out there and see what we can't get. Start off with the dock demon. Oh man, please don't trip into the water. It really does take so much effort to cast this thing. I'm not even kidding. So after I cast these guys out, I'm gonna show you how I have it rigged up here on my carty cart. Oh yeah. That guy's out there. Now I'm gonna cast this guy. Trusty old medium. Alright guys, so whoops. Whoa, what's going on here? Hold on. My bad. Alright. Hey, I can read your guys' comments. What up, Joshua? What up, Virginia Fisherman? What up, Chunky Cats? What up? We got our rods out now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten up the line a little bit, so we can't have that. And then I'm gonna set the drag a little bit. Ooh, the dock demon, that's a little loose. All right, and then tighten up this guy a little bit. Reel. Set the drag on him a little bit light. Check this guy. My bad. All right, here, we're back. All right. Now it's just a waiting game. So you see how I put the dock demon in there. I have honestly had times where I've had my other rods in here, Chris V, Nova Angler V, check them out. We've been fishing down here and we had a big fish take one of the rods and we seen it. And we seen the whole thing, but we still couldn't get over there before my cart almost went into the water. So I have learned not only to set like a little stopper behind the wheels, but also that the bigger rods do not go in the thing. Even now, the dock demon sometimes gets pulled in, like, you know, it turns the cart. So that's why you have to make sure the drags are set. Either that or you're paying close attention, because, man, that stuff can catch you off guard sometimes. Another little riding gravity trick tip of the day. But we out here. I was saying earlier, Devin, my friend, Metropolitan Angler DC, he's on his way down here right now, I think maybe with his twin brother actually. And I'm gonna share some of my bait with them and hopefully we can catch a big one. Devin, check out his YouTube channel, you guys. Let me see. He recently caught a 30-pound catfish over at the wharf at nighttime. So check him out. He has good content. So it's about, what time is it? Let's see, 6 o'clock. It's gonna be low tide in about half an hour. And we have storms that are moving in for the rest of the weekend. So we're fishing the wrong tide, but we are fishing pre-storms, prefrontal conditions. Hopefully something will pop up here. Oh, there we go. So we're right here in front of the Washington Monument, in front of the Jefferson Memorial. You like my hat? I like my hat. But we fishing. We got the rods out. Little, medium, big. Our 3 bears challenge. Mama, Papa bear, and the little one. Oh no, my thumb's bleeding. I poked myself with the hook earlier. LOL. But, oh yeah, check out Chunky Cat's Fishing. He's a good YouTube fisherman, cat fisherman. I've had the pleasure of fishing with him a couple times down here. I don't know if you look at his most recent videos, I have helped him net a couple gar down here. He came down while I was fishing, and that was really exciting. The gar bit on the end of the line and didn't actually hook themselves, but, oh, look at this. Look at this. Are we on already? Look at that, look at that. Oh, what is that? What's happening? What's happening? That might be gar. Did you see that, you guys? That might be gar. It never fully took it. This is why I'm using a steel leader. For some miraculous reason, they never broke Elston's leader, and I think he was only using 20-pound mono. But I've had gar break me off several times on my dock demons, and I've learned that you want a leader. Look at that, something's playing with it right now. You see that? Some quick action, you guys, some quick action. It's like, I'm gonna jinx myself by saying that right now. LOL, LOL. LOL, LOL. Hey, what's up, Elston? Elston's in the lobby, you guys. If you have any questions about catfishing the Tidal Basin, throw them out there. He could answer them way better than me, for sure. I'm sorry the camera angle is not the best, you guys. I am at a loss of places to put it. I have it like literally in the cup holder of my cart right now. I left my freaking chair at home. And usually I use the cup holder on the chair so you can see all the rods. But, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. And I want to have my hands free in case I need to grab it, but it's just... I want to have my hands free. So we might stay live for maybe about, I don't know, maybe an hour, close to that. Hoping to get bit, you guys. Hoping to get bit. Hope. How many of you guys come out and fish the Tidal Basin? It's probably one of my favorite places to fish, honestly. Not only do you get like a great scenic view of everything in DC, Washington, downtown. You're just like on the very outskirts of downtown DC, and it's just awesome to be in the middle of everything going on. It's its own special place for sure. There's nowhere else like it. My bad, I'm texting. Nice. It can be a little bit of a bother coming out here depending on what time of the day you're coming to because of traffic and such. I understand. Oh, the other thing I'm dealing with is battery issues. My phone battery is not the strongest, per se, to put it nicely. So I have it plugged in to my portable charger. Thing does work though. You have just unlocked YouTube streaming. Pretty soon I'll have to ditch these glasses. Fucking love them. Well, actually, nah. It's just the sun's hidden behind the clouds right now. Where is our first bite gonna come from? Oh, remember how I was telling you guys that the skin is so tough? So how we had that first bite already, I'm not even checking it, you know, because I know that bait is still gonna be on the hook. Shout out to Chunky Cats Fishing. Man, even if you got little fish pecking at the eel, they ain't really gonna tear that thing off. I mean, they might eat all the meat from the inside out, but you'll reel in some skin. It's pretty funny. Come on, let's get bit. Let's get bit. Hey, my phone is charging though, so that's good. Hopefully. I see some little bait fish up here around the surface. They're just like flitting around. I don't know if you guys can see that. Activity. You getting a bite on the duck deal? No. I think I walked into the line. LOL. But yeah, like I was telling you guys, fishing low tide is not exceptionally the best time of the day to fish. Not really. Yeah, there's a bunch of little bait fish right there. Bet you if I had my crankbait, I probably could have caught some. I know, man. I want to see something on that dock demon. Biggest one so far on the dock demon is a 12-pounder, so shout out to myself. You can watch the video of me reeling that guy in at 4 Mile Run and 3 videos back. Shameless plugging. But shoot, I want to see a 30-pounder on any rod, to be honest. My boy Devin, Metro Angler, he's coming out. He caught one a couple nights ago, I think. He was telling me he uploaded a video today or last night of him reeling it in. It was like, he was fishing at night though, over at the harbor in the Washington Canal. I think he was fishing off the by the wharf. That's where he was at. Look at this. Something's going on with that dock demon. Something. If I got 50 pounds on any of these rods, I'd either break off or I'm gonna be fighting that joint for like like an hour. Probably have to fight that joint until freaking Devin shows up and nets it for me. Oh, one bad thing about low tide here at the Tidal Basin is how it is a big fish bowl. Let me see if I can show you guys. Oh, well, you guys already know for real. But the edges at low tide, I mean, right now, it's probably like 3 feet down to the water. So my net, no problem. But depending on where you are at the Tidal Basin, that joint could be pretty steep or pretty deep, and you're gonna have to reach down for those fish. Especially when I bass fish here at low tide, just swinging those guys up. You're gonna put some bend in your rod and some strain in your line. I'll just say that. If you guys saw my video where I caught the snakehead, I mean, I had to reach down on my belly on the floor and grab the hook and pull him out. Like, it ain't no joke. Low tide at the Tidal Basin. The funny thing though is that high tide, all this stuff is underwater. So, I mean, it drops and rises about 3 feet. It's pretty insane. They had a picture earlier in the newspaper this year of a guy fly fishing over here in the grass. That was pretty hilarious. But catfishing is one of those things where you just gotta chill out. You don't really do much. And this is where I'm really starting to kick myself for forgetting that chair. I've honestly caught my snakeheads in the summertime. Last year I caught 2 down at the 4 Mile Run on a little single-tail grub, just reeling it in. This year I caught one on a spinner blade and one on an underspin with a Kitech on it. And both of those ones were here at the Tidal Basin, just throwing it around the walls. But I don't really have a favorite snakehead bait just because I haven't really caught that many. What I've heard though is chatterbaits, spinner baits, they work. A lot of people use topwater, frogs, whopper ploppers. I haven't had any luck with those things, but I did have one bite a whopper plopper not hook up, but that's after throwing it all summer. I did have a friend, whoa. Is that my rod? Or am I tripping? I think I'm tripping. I did have a friend throw a live bluegill though over here at the Tidal Basin underneath one of these trees on the far side, and he threw it. We saw a snakehead go down on it, and then his line ran out. So we're assuming the snakehead took it, but he broke that off. We never saw what it was. So I don't know. Snakeheads are weird, man. They're like the most pickiest eaters. They're like a muskie or something. They're gonna eat it, but when they want to eat it, I guess. I don't know. Some people say they're aggressive, but my luck, they ain't biting. And I mean, earlier this summer, like right over there by the green doors, right in front of the entrance to the Potomac side, there were so many snakeheads there. Like you could see them spawning. So like early summer, like May, they were there like heavy. You could see them every 5 minutes. Somebody would surface. Like they were there heavy. But I caught my biggest one way over there in front of Martin Luther King. Just trolling the underspin. Hit it like a freight train. Had like 3 bass, catfish, and then bam, snakehead. It's pretty sick. So we're just chilling, like I said. Eel on all of them. We got the eel head and a piece of eel body on a high-low rig on the big surf rod. On the ugly stick, we got a piece of eel bait, and on the Dock Demon, we have another piece of eel chunk right through the back. So, had a couple nibbles on the medium rod already. Nothing took it. Didn't even take it out of the water yet. Probably had the bait in the water for about 15 minutes or so. Give it another few minutes, see what happens, check the bait, cast it at a new spot. We'll see. But right now we kind of have them fanned out, one to the right, one kind of out that way, and then one straight out. So after we reel these ones in, I'll probably put the Dock Demon that way. This guy's still the farthest out, and then him somewhere in the middle. Other than that, I don't really know. Besides moving spots, and it is honestly a lot of work to move spots after you have all these rigs rigged up and stuff, and you gotta just chill. You know what I'm saying? Man, I really wish I had somewhere better to put my phone. This is kind of annoying to me. Let's see if I can rig something up with my backpack or something. Ugh. Can you see all the rods? No. Hey! There we go. sun came back out. Look at that. Might have to change your guys' view. It sucks. I don't know. The view okay or no? Is the sun fucking it up? Let me know. Can't really see my polarized glasses, and I mean, I don't know. Let me know. Do you want me to put you on the other side? I can put you guys on the other side. I bet. That's what's up. I just want you to see the rod, so that way you guys can see the freaking go at the same time as me. Yeah, I guess with the sun in the background, all the rods are silhouetted, right? Except for this guy, he's like clear. Friday night at the Tidal Basin. Not much activity as far as tourists go. I don't see very many tourists here. Usually you come down here on a weekday, whew, biz is popping. When I was down here fishing with my boys, we caught a 17-pounder, and we probably had everybody and their mom come over and take a picture with us and the fish. One guy even was like, he was a pretty avid fisherman from wherever he was from. I think it was like North Carolina or something. Anyway, he was like giving us advice on reeling it in and such, and it was so funny at the end. He was like, "Can I take a picture with it even?" So he was holding the fish too. It was great. I mean, that's another thing why I love fishing here at the Tidal Basin, just interacting with people. I mean, you'll get a lot of questions like, "What are you fishing for?" "Oh, I didn't know that they were fishing here," blah, blah, blah. And you pull out some giant freaking bass or catfish or gar or snakehead, and people's minds are blown. That's probably like one of my favorite things about the Tidal Basin as well. Educating, I guess. But you know what it is, you guys. You know what it is. What's happening with this magic bait, you guys? It is slack tide right now, though, so it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be real hard. If they're here, they're here. If they're not, I don't think they're really moving in right now. You guys see anything? Last time I was fishing here, funny story. So we're fishing and we look up, and you know how they do Segway tours? Oh my gosh, this guy like ate it, and his whole Segway tour left him, and he was just there by himself, lying on the ground, waiting for somebody to come pick him up. It was kind of messed up, but it was kind of funny. So he was like laying there for the longest time, and then finally some other like random person just stopped and helped him up. But like his tour was gone, so like they left him. See these storm clouds coming in? I don't think they're really going to threaten us too much, but it is going to provide us some shade. Hopefully it'll provide us some pressure, bring up the fish a little bit. Who knows? I don't know anything about that. I just bring some bait, throw it out there, and hope I get lucky. One cool thing about the Tidal Basin is this top secret tip, you guys. There's 3 parking lots at Haynes Point, like paid parking, like right outside. You pay by the hour for 3 hours. Then on the other side of Haynes Point, there's free parking over by the wharf. Usually, when I park in the pay parking lots, and I pay for parking, I do better than when I don't pay for parking. I don't know what it is, but that's just a tip. I don't even know if that's real, but that's just something that I found out. So if you guys are having a hard time, go pay for parking. The fish know that you paid. They know that you donated. You've paid the park police's wages for that week. Oh look, there's something on the middle one again, but it's not taking it. It's just playing with it. Do you guys see that? The line was going. Oh, there we go on the dock demon right there. Is it gonna take it though? I feel like it's small gar or something. Something small. See that? Come on. There's so much bait jumping right here in front of me. I bet you there's some bass chasing them. Who knows? Yeah, I wonder where Devin is. He's supposed to be here. Alright. I'm getting bored. I'm about to recast. Just to do something. Nothing on the dock beam, and I'll tell you that right now. Alright, you guys gotta check out this fantastic cast. Hashtag tennis noises. Hashtag tennis noises. I swear it helps. I'll let those ones sit for a little bit longer. There's no activity on this one, so whatever. With catfishing, I feel like if you don't throw it right on the fish, you have to wait for the fish to swim by it. I don't know. I don't know anything about catfishing. You guys are just watching a big fail. Boom, eat it. Come on. Check me out on Riding Gravity on Instagram, you guys. Give me a follow. I'm not really posting as much as I had been, but I appreciate anybody that follows me there. Instagram, Riding Gravity. Yeah. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Eat it, the bait, eat it, the bait. They gonna eat it. I don't know, maybe they're not gonna eat it. Oh, we got some evening tourists coming down. Jefferson Memorial is starting to get a little bit lit. Psych. I don't talk like that, you guys. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Now we got it small, medium, large, and in order. These two guys with the same rig. We got the half-ounce sliding weight with the 20-pound lead steel leader with a little octopus hook. Then on the big rod, we got our high-low rig with a 1.5 ounce weight at the bottom. All quiet on the forefront. Still waiting for our friend Devin to show up. He says he's on his way with his brother, I think, or something like that. Hopefully the storm will just kind of go right by us. You guys can see the screen's like half and half right now with the dark clouds and the light. Pretty crazy. It's good though, it's not as hot as it was, but there's a lot of bugs out right now. God, there's so much bait right there. It's crazy. Boom. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. It's a hard one. Fishing at low tide, like I've been saying, it's kind of a hit or miss. Right now, it's pretty miss. Cats and Carp says if you didn't find catfish in the first 15 minutes or in between bites, you want to move spots when you're fishing a boat or something. And the Tidal Basin is what it is. Yeah, I don't really feel like switching spots, but yeah. You got to keep it interesting sometimes. I got y'all keeping me company. Fishing gets boring when you're not catching, when it's just fishing. Just kidding. I still enjoy getting out. Eel's nasty. It has like slime coat all over my hand. It's like, oh. Pick it all off. Nasty. Man, I'm about to freaking cast that joint again. That's what's up. When I got back into fishing, my dad had taken me out, and it was, oh my god. And it was the first time I'd gone in like quite some time. But unfortunately, he's not really a big fisherman, so when I go fishing, it's usually with my buds. I'm trying to set you guys back up. It fell over. Is that good? Hey. Yeah, I'm about to cast this other one again. Oh no, what happened? Hey, stand up, you guys. Who knows? There we go. Sort of. I really want to catch one for you guys. I think it would be cool. Let me know, what are your guys' favorite baits to use for catfish? Usually I'll come out here with bluegill. I just didn't have enough time to go down to... I'll go to my local lake and I'll catch bluegill and I'll bring them out here and either use the whole bluegill or I'll chop it in half, cut off the sharp fins with a knife and throw that whole sucker in there. It does pretty well. It does pretty well. I haven't caught my big fish yet, but caught that 12-pounder on the Dock Demon doing that, and I also caught the 17-pounder here. So, however, I have caught fish on the eel as well, so I'm not going to discredit that yet. Oh, you didn't miss anything except that I recasted 2 of my rods. I was just talking to them about what kind of baits we like using. Saying I like using bluegill sometimes. I'll chop off the oh, what the heck? Oh, there we go, we're charging again. My phone almost died. Chicken liver. My boy Devin caught one on chicken breast. Oh, I see him. He's finally here. He's coming over. It looks like he only got 1 rod with him, so it's alright. Oh, look at this rod. What happened to the line right there? Oh, that line went completely slack. Sometimes what I think happens, though, is, remember I was telling you there's no structure in the tidal basin per se. It's only when shit gets brought in from outside. I think sometimes what happens is there's debris that floats through the water and it'll hit your line and make it do that. Because I've reeled in some hits that have ended up being just like sticks and stuff like that. So one time I caught a Mickey Mouse stroller. That was pretty cool. It had so many snails on it, I probably could have sold it to the Asian store. Oh, who's that? Oh, look who we got here. Look who it is. Mr. Metropolitan Angler himself. Say what up, YouTube.
What's up, YouTube? You live already?
Yeah, we've been live for like an hour.
You get some ticket?
Hell no.
What's up, YouTube?
I think Elston's in the room, Virginia Fisherman, some other people. Some randoms. But I had it set up, trying to catch the bite on camera, but
Yeah, by the way.
had one bite, didn't stay on. I think it was a gar. I got plenty of bait though. Help yourself. What's up? What's up? Man, you guys do look identical. Jay, nice to meet you. Yeah, so I was telling him I have plenty of bait, man. Help yourself. I have a knife right there. Not the sharpest thing, but it gets the job done.
That's all right, man.
Alright guys, I'm gonna turn off the camera. We'll get back with you guys later. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Stay tuned for the next video dropping soon. I got out fishing the Occoquan River, so hopefully that will be out in the next couple days. Other than that, thank you for tuning in. Please share, subscribe, like, whatever. See ya.